Hey everyone, it's Fantasia. So today we have some news. The Sims Direct Communications did go ahead and make a tweet, and this is about the progress on save file issues. Also, today is Adventure Awaits launch day, and there was just an update for the game in preparation for the expansion pack. So if you guys plan to play today, let me know down below what you plan to do in your game. I want to know all the details, but we know there is huge issues with save files, corruptions, all sorts of things. So the Sims Direct Communications addressed some things today. We're going to go over it. They made this tweet here, and then at the end there is an article linked, so we're just going to go ahead and go over there. I also just want to let you guys know that I am doing member videos now. I finally figured out how I want to give back to those of you guys who are members on the channel. So if you guys are interested, there's one video so far, and I'm going to be filming another one very shortly, and that'll be up hopefully this week. And I want to give a huge thank you to those of you guys who are already members on the channel. I really do appreciate it. And with that, let's go ahead and get into this blog post. So community concerns with save file issues, October 2025 update. Soul Simmers, in our last blog, we shared our commitment to investigating concerns that some players had around save file corruption, and we're here to update you on what our team has been working on and where our investigation currently stands. So in this update, they're going to share progress, what they're still investigating, the next steps, and collaborating with players to analyzing save data and exploring technical leads. So they say here that they're committed to being transparent with us, but they don't have all the answers yet, and progress is being made every day. So as far as their progress so far, they're focused on identifying any potential causes of corruption. So they're implementing preventative measures to avoid future issues and resolving any identified problems to ensure your gameplay experience remains safe and reliable. So when they use the term save corruption, they're meaning situations where the game itself won't load, a save file fails to load, or a save file loads but is missing assets such as thumbnails or lots. So here's what's been happening. Community collaboration, we ask you to share your impacted saves, and we've received dozens of them so far. Okay, so that's great, and then it says to keep them coming, and you can click on this. So I'm gonna have this article linked down below, and definitely go ahead and do that if you haven't already. So there's also a new tool. So they've developed a new Python-based tool that helps us extract, analyze, and summarize the data in save files provided by our players. This is helping them provide more actionable data to the investigation teams. And then we have the player save database. So they've organized incoming reports to better understand potential patterns, such as file size, code versions, number of packs, use of mods, and more. And then we have here review of past fixes. Our team has analyzed historical corruption causes to learn from previous solves and spot any reoccurring causes. So they have identified some things as strong leads, so scratch file concerns being one of them. One of our most pressing leads involves scratch files. These are important but temporary files the game relies on, and reports suggest they may be disappearing or getting deleted, which could trigger corruption. We're looking into the root cause of these deletions now, focusing on any areas where the Sims 4 files could come in contact with other systems, cloud backup services, and other external factors that could be deleting or overwriting these files. Okay, I want to talk about this for a minute before we go any further. So these are temporary files, and it just made me think of something. Honestly, I don't know everything about computers. There's a lot of things I don't know. There's things that I'm experienced with and things that I'm very unexperienced with. However, it just got me thinking, your computer saves so many temporary files. Like, I'm talking potentially 100 gigabytes. So recently my computer was completely full and I had no idea what the heck was causing it to be that full. I had uninstalled like practically everything off my main computer, which is the one that I pretty much just work on, record, and all that. I had deleted any other games because I was like, okay, I can play these games on my other computer in my free time. I don't need them on this one. And my computer was still so full. Come to find out that it was temporary files, and it was 100 gigabytes, you guys. That is insane. And supposedly from what I read, they're safe to delete, which I did, and my game's fine, and now my computer has more space. However, now I'm like, wait, if people regularly delete their temporary files because, you know, it's supposed to be safe to do so, and it does take up a lot of unnecessary space on your computers, I wonder if something to do with that is causing game corruptions. Like, maybe those temporary files are showing up in the area where you would delete temporary files. I would assume so anyways. And, you know, a lot of people regularly clean that out, but I I don't know much about this topic, so you guys can let me know. But that could be a possibility. I don't know. So maybe if you're someone who does delete your temporary files, maybe don't for a little while. So then we also have lot data issues. Another major area of focus is lot data. Some lots provided to us show up with missing or extremely minimal information in saves. We've reproduced cases internally of endless loading / white screens linked to certain build behaviors, like super stuffed lots with and without mods. We're also tracking any potential links to specific expansion packs or objects. And then of course they mentioned The Sims 4 for rent, which we know is causing so many of the save file issues. So other areas of focus. Excessive rental units alone doesn't seem to be the primary cause of corruption at this time. While more units do increase error reports, data also suggests it is likely tied to overall save complexity rather than unit count alone. Okay, that's interesting. Comment down below how you guys feel about that. Instances of corruption existed before the release of For Rent, and investigations into individual packs remain a top priority. In some cases, specific types of mods called script mods are leaving behind files after the mod is removed that can cause issues in The Sims 4, though we have not linked this to corruption. Mods can of course cause corruption issues, but I do think the corruption issue with The Sims 4 right now is definitely with the core of the game, because it's just happening to way too many people even on console who have no access to mods. So their next steps is to continue to test venue type data transfer across saves, deepening their investigation into scratch file detection, exploring historical cases of save bloat to understand potential connections. And then, out of an abundance of caution, we're removing the BB increase rental unit cap, residential rental unit cheat in an upcoming update. So this is a preventative step, so I'm assuming that cheat will be put back in. I did see on Twitter, like, some people are upset about this. This doesn't bother me at all. If it's potentially going to help save corruptions, then I think it's great to just not have the cheat in there for now. But that is pretty much all they have to say for now. I really hope they start figuring out things more than this, but I am glad that they are doing what they can to figure stuff out, and let's hope people don't experience so many corrupted save files soon, because there's been so many issues, not to mention people's save files deleting as well entirely, like not even just corruption. I've even been seeing more videos lately where people are starting over in The Sims 4 because all their saves got deleted. Always back up your saves, you guys, but I know sometimes it's easy to forget, and to be honest, we shouldn't have to worry about our saves disappearing out of nowhere. But I know a lot of you guys have saves that you've been playing for years and years and years and years, and you don't want to lose them. They're your babies, so make sure you back them up, like literally weekly. I do get questions sometimes on how to back up your saves. It's as easy as just right-clicking and copy and pasting the save file onto your desktop or in any sort of safe folder, just so you have another backup of the saves folder. So if anything were to happen, you can go ahead and drag the previous one back in. But you guys, with that, I want to know how you feel about this little update. Hopefully we receive another game update soon with a lot of fixes and stuff like that, because of course there's a lot of other issues with the game besides save corruption. I feel like that's definitely the biggest issue that needs to be tackled, but there's so many other bugs and glitches. I will say I've been paying attention to my game as I'm playing Adventure Awaits with you all. I've been pointing out any issues that I've been having just so you guys are aware, and there has been a few issues, but nothing crazy so far. And I do have the pack in my actual game now since like a couple days ago, and since then everything has been okay, except I wasn't able to place down a lot from the gallery, and apparently there was a glitch with the gallery, but I'm gonna try something else to try to work around that. So I don't really know if it's like the gallery glitch or something else, but I did get a comment with some tips, so yeah, I'm gonna try those things out and see what happens. But so far that's like the only real issue I've encountered, and currently I'm not playing with any script mods. I do plan to add back in like MC Command Center, but for right now I am honestly happy with my game with like little to no mods, and just like my default eyes, default skin, eyelashes, you know, just like little things like that. I am completely satisfied with that at the moment, as long as my game works. Like I have definitely noticed, even when I was playing on my own, which is on a different computer when I play on my own, I must have had something in my mods folder that I wasn't aware of, because I hadn't played for a little bit with like the last couple updates or something. So anyways, I was just like, hey, I updated MC Command Center, I updated UI cheats. You know, I was like, I don't know what is in here that is just making my game not load in. And I was scared like something was corrupted. But I basically went and chucked everything except for my defaults. Whatever was in that mods folder, I don't even know. It wasn't a lot, but there was like a few more things than my main mods folder on this computer. And anyways, once I did that, everything loaded in fine. And just like the stress relief, I'm just like, okay, I don't even care about those mods. I just want to be able to play. Like, that's just the point that I'm at. And I've said this to you guys before. And it's crazy to say that because like, I was insanely addicted to mods. Like, I have countless amount of mod review videos. As much as I want to do those, right now it's just not worth the risk. So I've just been enjoying my game as is, and hopefully one day I can go back to adding different mods in my game and you know, it doesn't feel like overwhelming or whatever. But for now, I feel like this is the way to go, and I know a lot of people have been doing the same. So with that, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up here. If you did purchase Adventure Awaits, I hope you have so much fun with it today. Let me know how you guys feel about the pack and everything. And with that, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye guys.
You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest.